welcome back to another episode of the Simple Podcast. We are back and we've got the one and only AJ Ducky. How are you, man?
I'm back again and I'm doing well. How are you doing?
I'm good, mate. I'm good. So, we knew last week we did TikTok. We was talking all about TikToks, and that was one of my favourite podcasts. And I know this week is Ducky's favourite one. He's been waiting for this. Ever since we did the podcast, you've been wanting to talk about this, haven't you, man?
I have, mate. You have no idea how much I want to talk about this topic. Yes, I'm ready.
I know you have. So today, guys, is all about childhood games. So we're going to be literally, both of us, talking through the consoles we grew up with, the games we played, some of the good games, some of the bad games, and then also, guys, as we know, the other day, the PS5 was released in terms of the look of it and the design, and we guess they're going to be coming out in November-ish time, that sort of time, near Christmas. They usually like that time, and the winter time to release them fully. But we're going to be talking about PS5 and Xbox Series X consoles, thinking what the best console is, the best games for them. So we're going to do all that later, so you don't want to go anywhere.
Don't leave.
No, yeah, don't leave. So here we go. We're going to start off with Ducky, mate. What consoles did you grow up with?
My first console, if I can remember, was a PlayStation 2, mate. PS2. I'm not sure if I had a PS1. I can't remember that, but the only console I remember having is PS2 when I grew up.
Yeah, I'm sort of the same. I think, well, my nan had a PS1, but I didn't.
Your nan had a PS1?
She
one
of my... What?
Was your nan a gamer?
No. She had a PS1, but I only used to play it when I go down there. But if I'm on about my first console, it was the same as you, dude. PS2.
Yeah, mate.
Yeah, I think
some of the games that came out on that console were top notch.
Yeah, because the PS2 came out, and obviously you had the Xbox 360, but that was later, weren't it? That was more with the PS3,
Xbox 360 came out in 2005 or 6, I think.
Yeah. I think you're right. So obviously with the PlayStation 2, that was our first console. So we'll talk about that because I did play the PS1 and it was some cool games I played on that. And if I was quickly to talk about the PS1, it was this football game that I'd never know what it was called, but it was street football. But it's not FIFA Street.
Oh,
it was I will send it to you if I find it, and I'll put it up in the chat if I remember it. But it's I can't remember. It's basically, you know, like at a school where you have to pick teams.
Yeah.
It was one of them, so you had to pick all your players for your teams, and then you had a mini five-a-side game. I don't know what it was called, maybe street football, something. That was one of my favourite ever games for the PlayStation 1, mate. Like, I can't remember much about it apart from picking your players and kicking the ball. Like,
I've never heard of this game. What are you talking about?
No, you might. You may have seen it before, but I'll try and hook it up if I find it. But with the PlayStation, then, what was like your favourite game on it?
Oh, I don't know because I had quite a lot. I back in the day, yeah. On PS2, I was a massive fan of Guitar Hero. I'm not even joking.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Guitar Hero, mate, yeah. That on PS2. Guitar Hero 3 on PS2. That was a great game.
I've got to be honest with you, I don't think I ever played any of the Guitar Heroes on PlayStation. It was only the PlayStation 3 I got into them. And I'm being honest, never on the PlayStation 2. It's like, I think a lot of their handhold games, you know, like when you're playing a guitar or... You know when you got an new object into the game.
Yeah.
I don't play a lot of them. It's like them, you know, them buzz games and stuff. I think you could go for the PlayStation 2. When you had them controllers and you had to press the buttons, like the quiz games.
Yeah. Oh my god, I remember that. Oh my god, that was good. That was a great game.
I played them at my mate's house, but I never had them because I was never fully that into having like sort of an extra to hold, if that makes sense. I enjoyed playing just with the controller and the games. I never really got into the Guitar Heroes or the Buzz games, especially on PlayStation 2 anyway. I didn't. It was mainly just your FIFA and Ratchet and Clank, which was a great game.
I've never played Ratchet and Clank.
You know what?
Never played Ratchet and Clank. Never played it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I never played it.
If you ever get a PlayStation again, I mean, I hope you don't, because obviously I want you to stay with Xbox, but if you ever did, definitely get Ratchet and Clank because it is one of the best games. I will say that it's one of my favourite games of all time, Ratchet and Clank. Even though I know I'm an Xbox fan now, it's just a really solid game. But with the PlayStation, so I know you played a variety game. Is there any games, maybe your favourite, just stood out for you? Like, what genre of game was probably your favourite
on PS2?
Type on PlayStation 2? Yeah.
Played a lot of GTA San Andreas. I cannot lie. GTA San Andreas on PS2 was amazing.
Mate. You was lucky, mate. I wouldn't allow them games yet. I wasn't allowed. I only just allowed wrestling on the game, and wrestling was a forced-through move.
Oh my God.
I just played it one day, and I was like, it's a little bit of blood in it, but it'll be alright. And then I was alright.
Did you play SmackDown vs Raw?
Yes.
Yes, mate.
Yes, mate.
Yes, finally.
Oh
my god. Them games were so good.
Mate, I just love the Hall of Fames and all that and unlocking. Because for ages, I used to get so annoyed you couldn't unlock Dwayne Johnson or Steve Cold Steve Austin, whatever it is. Is that his name, Steve Cold Steve Austin?
Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Yeah, I always get it wrong the wrong way around. And I never could unlock him until Adam told me. He was like, oh, you've got to unlock him. I was like, oh, I get it. And then I unlocked him. But yeah, them wrestling games were
them wrestling games are so good on
PlayStation 2. Yeah, it's not so many that can beat them these days. Like, I think for us gamers, even now, like, yes, I know the better graphics stuff like that, but I think growing up with the PlayStation 2 was just something special, wasn't it?
Yeah. Oh, do you know when it like you turn on the system and that music came up? Oh,
mate,
the music, the intro music.
Do you used to sit waiting your stairs so nervous to see if the game would actually load?
Oh yeah,
like
I had a panic attacks. I'm like, please read the disc. Please read the disc.
No, mate, it is horrible, isn't it? It's literally one of the worst things ever. Like, you're sitting there, you don't want it to go red at all. You just like, it's like,
oh yeah, and you had like an 8 megabyte memory card.
Oh yeah,
8 megabyte. Oh my god,
that's nothing these days, though, isn't it? Like, it's mate, honestly, that it was just the little things that were amazing about PlayStation 2.
I've just thought my favourite game on PS2. My favourite ever game on PS2 was the Simpsons Hit and Run. Simpsons Hit and Run, mate.
Yeah.
Yes, that game was so good. I never actually completed it, but it was so good.
I don't think a lot of people did. I think, yeah, that was one of the games.
I got to level 7 and I couldn't do it. I got stuck. I completely got stuck on it, so I just gave up.
Do you actually even do it, mate? I just drive around in the car. You could do. You know, like when you was going to missions and stuff and other things. I just used to drive around in the car. I was loving it that much.
Yeah. Did you ever use the cheat codes?
No, mate, I didn't even bother. Because the thing is, like, I played it, but I didn't play loads of it. Like, I loved the game, but because there were so many other games, like, I used to just literally, after an hour, swap in a normal game, put a normal game in, It was one of them. But
you was so good.
Were you the guy using cheat codes? He was like,
yeah, mate. Cheat codes to unlock all the cars.
Oh,
yeah.
Did you? I swear, right? I don't even remember. But you never, if you ever like bought the gaming magazines or all that, you used to get like these little cheat code books.
Oh yeah. You got a cheat code book. Yeah, I remember buying them. I remember buying them.
Yeah. Yes, man. Back in the day, mate.
Yes.
Just flick through I've got that game.
You just like go to your local Tesco or whatever and just buy a cheat book, and it was so good.
Man, honestly, that was the day because I know internet was around at that time, but no one really used it that much. Like,
no, I mean,
it wasn't
newspapers and libraries and all.
No, it's like all the football stuff and all that. Like, because I've got to be honest, on PlayStation, the game I played the most, it probably was FIFA. I'm not even gonna lie, it still probably was.
What a surprise! Hasn't changed.
Yeah, it's not a surprise. It was FIFA. But it's like even understanding the scores, like the Premier League results and all that. You never used to have the well, I know you have the internet, but I never looked at the internet. It was always going to the shop to buy magazines or newspapers to catch up with the to catch up with the score. Because the only way I could listen to football when I was younger was on radio, if it weren't on TV. So I just flip in, listen to radio all the time. 5 Live Sports all the time, play Liverpool games. It was brilliant.
5 Live. I still
literally
sometimes.
For years and years I was listening to that. Oh yeah, and teletext.
Oh, teletext.
Yeah.
Oh mate, where it says BBC Sport in like a white font. It's like pixelated. Yeah. Oh my god, teletext.
Yeah.
Yes.
Every time I was looking at it, like, and then transfer deadline day, I was like, oh yeah, look at this. Oh my god.
Oh.
What even was
my god.
I loved it. But then after the PlayStation, what do you move to? Because this, right, was a massive turning point because you sort of had the PlayStation 3 and the Xbox 360 roughly the same time. And this was when the dividing people came. This is when when console wars happened.
I started off with PlayStation 3.
Did you? Yes, mate. Yeah. You're exactly the same route as me. Exactly the same route as me.
PS3. And
I mean, go.
I remember playing Call of Duty World at War on it as well. Yeah.
Oh yes, mate.
World at War.
Yes, mate. I mean, my older brother had an Xbox 360, so I was looking at him. Oh, that looks 668. But obviously the PlayStation. But I always remember there was a massive there was always a massive debate like, oh, you should move to Xbox because I've got to be honest, right? And you could be honest. The PS3 was amazing, but the Xbox 360 was better. Like,
yeah. Definitely,
it just was. Yeah. And I swear one of the main things was because of the online. Like, you couldn't talk across different games. Like, you had to play the same game.
Because you couldn't do party chat. You couldn't do party chat on PS3.
Exactly.
It's the exact same game.
Yeah. I mean, the only thing that was positive, it was free to go online.
Oh yeah,
compared to,
on my own free, yeah.
yeah,
It's
compared to
amazing.
£40 on Xbox, yeah, which that what everyone loved about it. But no, I mean, I PS3 was amazing, and if I was going to choose my favorite game, there's a lot of games that, obviously I'm going to be biased with the FIFAs and stuff like that, but if I'm honest, I think the one game that stands out for me, and the only thing on PlayStation, is Little Big Planet.
Oh yes, Little Big Planet.
Yeah, mate.
Little Big Planet.
I
had that game as well. I had that.
Mate, it's just something else. Like, I don't think I can say how good that game was. Like, I just played hours within hours within hours on that game over and over again. It was just something else, man.
I can't really remember what you did on it. Did you like create stuff or something?
Yeah, I mean, it's a multiple thing. You have levels, obviously you can complete, but you can either make your own levels or you can design your own characters. It's just, mate, honestly, it was one of the coolest things ever.
Yeah, really good.
I remember having
Really
the flipping cuddlies of them as well. I was like, these are sick. These are sick. Like, dressing up as an 80s disco geezer. That was awesome. It's just them little things on games that I absolutely love. And obviously Xbox didn't have that, so obviously I stayed with PlayStation for a while. I think I played Modern Warfare 2 on it. Obviously, yeah.
Modern Warfare 2, mate. 2. Hands down, the best Call of Duty not to man. Hands down.
Mate, honestly,
I've still got it. I've still got it to this day. I've still got it.
Mate, exactly. It was so much like the Modern Warfare that were absolutely amazing. Obviously, the FIFA's amazing. It was just so many awesome games. And obviously,
FIFA's was broken.
I've never played loads of it, but I swear Gears of War. Did that come on the PS? That was Xbox. That's Xbox. I'm getting confused now with Xbox. But it was so many other games. Oh, Prince of Persia. What a game.
Yes, mate. Prince of Persia.
You played it? Yes, mate.
Yeah, mate. Prince of Persia Sands of Time on the PlayStation 2.
Yes. Yes, mate. Mate, leaving some sick games.
Prince of Persia something else on PS3, mate.
Yeah. Yes. That's what I played, yeah. I love the claw and it. Like, yeah, that special claw thing and everything you could use. Mate. They
should remake them. They were a solid game series. They were.
I think that's the main thing. It wasn't nothing too complicated, but it was just a nice game you could play and enjoy.
It was just so different to what we see nowadays.
No, mate, it is. It's completely different. But yeah, I think the PS3 for me, it has so many different qualities that I love. I really like the home screen as well.
The home screen on PS3 was amazing. Same with the PS4. The PS4's home screen is clean. It just is clean.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I just liked it. I like the look of the PS3 as well, actually.
The PS3 looked amazing.
That was one of the cool things I played.
The PS3 slim version.
Oh, mate, honestly, and that's what I loved as well. How you could link your PSPs as well, because when it came to the handheld consoles, obviously, I'm guessing you're like me. You started on DS, didn't you?
Mate, I had a Game Boy Advance.
Okay, Game Boy. I forgot about Game Boy.
Game Boy Advance, mate, and then I had a Nintendo DS Lite with Nintendogs. Great game.
Oh yes, mate,
that game was so good, Nintendogs. And then I had the DSi, and then
what the heck's the DSi?
The DSi one was the one with the camera.
Oh yeah.
And then I had the DSi XL, which was just
a bigger version,
yeah. And then I had the 3DS, which I've still got.
Did you? Yeah. Jeez. I mean, with my portable games, I started off Game Boy Color.
I never had a Game Boy Color. Did you have it like with a? Oh yeah.
Oh mate, if I had it now, mate, it would have gone for full cheap. It was a limited edition Pikachu one.
You had a Pikachu one. Oh my god, you lucky boy.
But I saw it.
You had a Pikachu
quite early on. Yeah, I had a Pikachu Game Boy Color in yellow as well. It was insane.
Oh my god, you lucky guy.
But I never bothered with the Game Boy.
Advance.
Advance. Yeah, my brother had it, but I never bothered with it. I just went from obviously Game Boy Color. I went straight to the original DS. The original
big thick one.
Yeah, the big silver one.
The blonky one. Yeah.
Oh. Yeah. And Mario Kart was amazing on that.
Oh yes, mate. Mario Kart on the DS was so good. Honestly. What was that?
Down.
What was that chat room called on the DS?
You
know what I'm talking about.
Picture chat.
Yes, mate. That was so good.
That's amazing, isn't it?
That was so good.
Honestly, that was the start of technology advancing. That was amazing.
I was like Nintendo's on chat room.
Yeah.
I remember playing on the DS on a plane on the way to Spain. So I went in a pixel chat, and this random guy on the plane joined my chat and just started talking on playing through the DS.
It's so good, anyway. It is so good.
So weird, but it's so good.
Yeah, it is, because you didn't need any internet or anything. It's just so weird how it works.
Internet,
it's just Yeah, I was like, wow, is that some Bluetooth thing or something like that? I don't know what, but it was awesome. Yeah. Honestly, PT Chat, that brings back so many memories, mate. It was so awesome. Because I think the cool thing with the DS, and they had the stylus and all that.
The pen. Oh, the stylus pen was... Oh,
and that really advanced things, didn't it? You know what I mean?
Yeah, that was so good.
And then obviously when we had the DS, then I went to the DS Lite.
Thank God you did.
Yeah, I went there. Honestly, the original DS started getting cranky. Like, the touchscreen was, like, off. Like, it wasn't even centered.
Yeah.
So when you pressed it, it was, like 2 millimeters to the right of it. And when it was drawing, it was really weird. So, yeah, DSi really was good. That was quality, not gonna lie. And again, the games I played on that, apart from Mario, Pokemon, mate. They were something else, mate. They really were. Like,
what Pokemon? What Pokemon's your favourite game? If you had to pick one.
Which Pokemon? Again, I played little bits of Red, Blue, and Green, but I didn't play loads of them. I didn't play enough hours. The ones I played the most were Diamond and Pearl.
Yes, mate, Diamond and Pearl.
Yes,
mate. I personally preferred Pearl over Diamond. I preferred the Legendary compared.
Wait, which Legendary? I played the one. Oh yeah, I remember. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, the purple thing. Yeah, the white big purple thing. Yeah. I don't know which one I played more. I can't remember if it's Diamond and Pearl, but it might have been Diamond, you know.
Yeah, they were solid games, them two.
Honestly,
they were some of the best Pokemon games.
Oh, damn, my camera gone flat. Wait, let me just play 3, 2, 1. Yeah, mate, like you say, they were both solid games. And,
solid. Absolutely solid.
I don't know which one, to be honest. I don't know which one I played more. I mean, to be fair, I probably played Pearl or Diamond. I can't remember because they are very similar, obviously.
Yeah, the same story. I feel the same story is different.
Yeah, it's just the end Pokemon, obviously.
Yeah.
It's different, but honestly, it was just so good at games. And like you said, the dog games as well, they were awesome.
Nintendogs, mate, hands down one of the best games ever. It was just so cute how you could wash your dog, feed your dog, mate.
It was just amazing, weren't it? Pick the puppy you want to start with and all that. Honestly, mate, they were sick. I mean, even a massive game that I never really touched. I had the game, but I never played it a lot. Was Brain Trainer.
Oh yes, I remember having Brain Trainer. I remember you playing that.
That really hit the heights of games, didn't it?
Yeah. That was one of the big games back in the day. Yeah. That was. A lot
it's mad. My nan used to non-stop play it, mate.
Your nan had a DS?
Yeah, she did.
Go on, Joe's nan. Go on.
Mate, she used to play Brain Trainer so much. And what's that cooking game?
Oh, Cookie Mama.
Yes, Cookie Mama. Cookie Mama.
I've never played that. I can say
I didn't play, but my auntie used to play loads, and my nan, she used to play that so much. I never understood it really, apart from you just cook with Mama, pretty much. I was like, what is going on? But then, obviously, from the DS's, we had the Wii.
The Wii, mate, the revolutionary Wii. It was ahead of its time, the Nintendo Wii. It really was.
Yeah.
It was ahead of its time for the games it did.
And for me, I feel the Wii is just in a separate category. It stands alone on its own for such an amazing, unique console. It really does.
It's just like when you had the motion controller and all that. It was just amazing.
And yes, my camera went flat again, as it always does. But it's fine. It's fine. I think we're used to it now with the simple podcast. Where were we? So we was on about the Wii.
Nintendo Wii, mate.
Yes, and what was you on about? You was on about something of the Wii.
How the controller and the motion thing was really, really good.
Oh,
That changed gaming forever. That did change gaming. That controller did, and the whole motion thing.
Mate, I completely agree. Like, obviously you had the PlayStation 3 and the Xbox 360 at the time, and no one ever saw anything like it. It's really unique in its style, and I think, to be honest, a lot of people had the Wii because I had the Wii. I had the Wii. Do you say you still have the Wii?
Yeah, I've still got it downstairs.
You still got it? I think I've sold. It might be down there. I don't know, because there was just so many amazing and awesome games with it.
Wii
it's like,
Sports.
Oh mate,
Wii
the amount of hours,
bowling,
mate. That honestly, yeah, the bowling. I mean, I played the tennis a lot as well on it. And
I played tennis. Yeah, that was good. That tennis.
And the baseball and the flipping of golf. I played all of it actually. Yeah, honestly, it was.
Baseball was amazing. You got
mate, it was. Yes, mate.
Oh, mate.
You felt amazing, didn't you? Just swing. Honestly, when you got home run, it was the best thing ever, mate. And I think the thing is, it was so easy to get strikes, home runs. Like, you just had to hit it smoothly. I really did love it. Like, honestly, the amount of competition you can have on them games were insane. Absolutely insane, mate. Like,
honestly,
they will go down in history for how cool they were. And it also goes on.
Then Mario Kart Wii came out. Did you play that? Mario Kart Wii was amazing. Rainbow Road.
Mate.
We don't talk about Rainbow Road. Rainbow Road was annoying.
The thing is, Mario Kart, for me, is my favourite one ever on the Wii. It has to be. Do you have them steering wheels as well?
Yeah, I had a steering wheel.
Yeah,
you have still got the steering wheel.
Yes, mate, you have to, don't you? They are... I mean, I can't say how much I love the Wii for that. It was just... you can have hours and hours and hours of fun. And even to this day, I would play that hands down any day. Like, it is just so fun. It is, mate. It's just so fun to get the steering wheel.
It's just so chilled.
Exactly, that's what I mean. But it's competitive and it's family as well. Because I think that's the thing with the Wii. It was a family console. Yeah. And that everyone could join in with. Everyone could take part, you know. As long as the Wii remote doesn't fly and smash the TV. It was amazing. Do you know what I mean? It was just fun. Obviously, do you have them nunchucks as well with it? You know,
I had Wii Fit.
Did you? Yes, mate. Same with the board.
Yes, mate. Yeah, with the board. Yeah.
Yes, mate. I mean,
Wii
I only
Fit was amazing.
Yeah, I only did it for a while, and then I got bored of it because, like, I couldn't be bothered to keep standing on that board thing all the time.
Did you play the football one where you had like head the ball?
Head the ball.
Where the ball like come at you and you just had to head it constantly to get a score.
Mate, I don't know actually. I didn't think I did. You know. I didn't think I did.
That was on Wii Fit. That was a great game. That was
on Wii Fit, I would have, yeah. Oh, yeah, it was on Wii Fit, yeah. I thought you were something about the game, yeah.
Or did you do hula on the Wii Fit?
It just, mate, it was just so many cool things. It's like, I don't know if you ever played, but I used to play a lot of snowboarding games as well.
Snowboarding?
Yeah, because obviously, you know, with the Wii Fit board, you could obviously connect it to like snowboarding games and pretend you're snowboarding. So, like,
I never did that.
Yeah, like,
I missed out.
Yeah, you might need to get one. Like Sean White snowboarding, and then obviously it was like this own character. I don't know what it was like. Wii Sport I don't know what Wii Sport Resort or something. Wii
Sport Resort. I had that.
Yeah, you could use it for loads of different games. It was so fun, mate. Like it was so cool. Oh, even better as well. Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games.
Yes, mate. All right, I'm gonna be honest with you. I didn't really play it on the Wii. I played it on the DS.
Mate, I mean that was still good. That was still good, but for me, like, oh mate, again, hours and hours and hours, like
solid game,
all that.
Solid, absolute solid.
It is, mate. Like it is so good. I spent the table tennis, archery, rowing.
Yes, we were playing table tennis on it. I remember playing that.
Yeah, mate. It's sick in it. It's just so fun, man. It's a game that it's just so fun. Like you can't take anything away from it. Like it is so good. I mean, I've not played the recent ones. I think the last one I played was 2012 Winter Olympic Games. I think no, that was London.
Yeah,
2010 maybe or 14.
When the next one comes out.
Yeah, I know think about pretty much every Olympics if it's winter or summer, but I mean they were just great games. But I missed something out. And the thing I missed out was the GameCube. Because
I never had a GameCube.
Mate, honestly, I can't believe you never. Because
I'm sorry, I let you down. I'm sorry.
It's alright. I played on 3 different GameCubes because I had a GameCube, my brother had a GameCube, and my nan had a GameCube.
You're not a GameCube. Yeah. Just not at it again with the consoles. Go.
Wait. By the way, one of my nan has a PS one, but then the other nan had the other ones or the others. If you know what I mean. So basically, one of my nans had a Wii and the PS1. The other nan had the GameCube and the DSs and all that. If that makes sense.
God.
The Nintendo's basically.
They are legends.
So yeah, it's just I used to spend a lot of time on there. That's why. But yeah, they had a GameCube, and honestly, the amount of hours I would play on it, like Mario Party 4. Honestly, for me, one of my top 10 ever games. It has to be. Like
really.
Yes, mate.
Never played.
I know you never. Yeah, you never played it. So I know because it was so much. It was like Splinter Cells. What an incredible game. But again, you're missing out on this, Dogs, mate. Honestly, if you ever get the chance, mate, I know, to ever get an Xbox, honestly, these games were classics. I even played FIFA 2005 on the GameCube as well.
What? You played FIFA on 2005?
On the GameCube,
I played on PS2, mate.
And I know you did. And I just feel like with the GameCube, it was just so unique in its own way. And the controller, again...
Its controller was weird, though.
Yeah. I mean, with the controller, though, it's very similar to the Xbox. And that's why I liked it. Like, I know it's the shape and all that a little bit different, but the controls, like where the control sticks are and stuff, are very similar to the Xbox, which is why I liked it. I know, the A's and the B's really, but it honestly, for me, is a unique console. You know, it really is. And it's again with Nintendo. Obviously, I don't play a lot of Nintendo now. I really don't. So for me,
Switch.
The Wii and obviously, oh yeah, you play the Switch, don't you? Yeah. Obviously, the Wii and the GameCube, they were just cool, unique things in their own way. But I would just say when it came to the PS3, we were saying, did you ever go to Xbox 360?
Yeah, I made a swap.
Yeah, same. I think we all
My
did, didn't we?
My cousin wanted a PS3 for his Xbox 360, so I did that trade.
Oh, did you? Mate, honestly, best trade you could have done. Like
it was an amazing trade. It was the best trade. Yeah,
mate, exactly.
Best trade I've ever done in my
life.
life.
With the Xbox 360, is there any games that you think, wow, they stood out for me, man?
No, because I wasn't a fan of Halo.
Oh, so, yeah, you weren't. Oh, yes,
yeah,
Halo. Mate, I know you won't.
I tried it. I didn't like it.
The thing with Halo, right, and I don't talk about it was just so incredible. Yes, they had a lot of Halos, and I originally played Xbox on the original Xbox. Oh my god, I had the original Xbox as well. I keep forgetting.
Did you really? Oh my god, I never had one of them big boxes.
Oh yeah.
Jesus.
So I had that before I went to the Xbox 360. But anyway, yeah. So I played Halo on the original one. Halo 2, I think it was. Yeah. And obviously they had the original Halo, then Halo 2, then Halo 3, then Halo Reach and stuff like that. Obviously the later down the line on the Xbox 360, they started getting a bit not so good. And obviously there is an announcement for the new one coming out for the new generation of Xbox, which is going to be insane, hopefully, which I will be getting, hopefully soon as well. I know Ducky won't be there. He just doesn't like Halo. But I would definitely recommend, definitely give it a go. But I mean, if you give it a go already, fair enough. But
yeah,
definitely
get into it.
I mean, yeah. I mean, people always at the time in the Xbox 360, people either said you're either Halo or you're COD fan. It was one of them.
I was a COD fan.
And yes, I probably played COD more. But if I say now, I'd be probably more of a Halo, because if I look back, I probably did enjoy Halo more than COD. I just played COD because more people played COD at the time when I was there. Because I kind of missed the gap with the Halo, because my brother and all that, they played Halos loads, but I was like only just getting into it when it was kind of losing its peak, if you know what I mean. Obviously COD had its massive peak, so I just stuck with COD. But I think now it would be Halo. But then obviously we've had the Xbox 360s, and then you jump to the PS4 and the Xbox One, mate. And
yeah, it did.
And wow. For the past, how many years has it been out now? 5, 6, 7?
Both of them came out in 2013.
2013, yeah, I mean, wow. I mean, since then I've just lived on play. Well, I've not lived on it, but
it's been a long time, hasn't it? My God,
mate,
I just looked at the
honestly,
calendar. My God, it's been a long time.
Tons and tons of games, man. From racing games, on the Forzas, to flipping Sims, to flipping The Evil Within, to flipping Lego games. Honestly,
Lego games, so good.
The amount of games of endless, aren't they, mate? They really are. They're absolutely ridiculous how many games there are now. Any type of genre you want, you can have it. And what would you say your favourite genre is? If you could only play one genre of games, what would it be? So, your sports, your shooters,
I would play my shooters because I enjoy them.
Your shooters?
I feel like I'm good at them compared to other games.
Yeah. So if you could only stick to one game, it'd be like your Call of Duties, your best game in the world, Fortnite. I'm just obsessed with Fortnite at the minute, but that's why. No, it's up there with one of the best, and your Apex and stuff like that. Yeah, and GTA, because I mean that's class. I mean it's more of a
free roam game.
It's a free roam game, but
just include the shooting aspect.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's so many awesome games out there, and I think nowadays consoles are for everyone. Where when they first started, it took a while to start going. You know what I mean? It did take a while for people to fully now, but I think now you talk to everyone, everyone's got a console of some sort. They really have.
Everyone's got one, yeah. Everyone's got to have at least. Most people nowadays, probably. Actually, you can class your phone as a console now.
Mate, that's what I'm saying, mate. It's just so many
games on it.
Yeah, because there's your mobile gamers, your Switch gamers, there's your Xbox gamers, your PlayStation, your PC gamers now, because PC is so advanced now, even more advanced than Xbox and PlayStation.
They're on another level right now.
PC, exactly. So you've got them as well, because for a long time, a lot of PC players, it was only really I remember playing Pac-Man on the PC.
Pac-Man. Oh, Pac-Man. Yeah. I played that in arcades, but never on the PC.
Yeah, I played that, but then I never really got into PC gaming. I couldn't understand the keyboard and mouse, if I'm honest.
Keyboard and mouse is not for me either, mate.
Yeah, it's one of them. You even know it. But I mean, a lot of PC mouse people, they can't use controllers amazingly.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, they're trying to switch and they find it difficult.
Yeah, that's what I mean, because you're not used to it. But like anything, you and me are just used to the controllers now because you've been playing for years. So you kind of always remember them. Is there any games out of all these consoles that have come out that you think, I really don't like them games? Obviously, I know you don't like Halo.
I don't know, man. Because,
like, is any game you've bought and you thought, you know what? Why the hell did I buy this?
Oh my god, what game do I buy? Oof, I don't know.
And
FIFA. I'm joking.
Oh, I was gonna say, like, because I think for me, when it comes to games, like, I bought a few games that I don't think I regret buying because I bought them at the time that was good, but I bought a lot of games that I don't play anymore. Like, I'm just gonna name some, and I'm sorry for them people who love these games, but it's true. Monster Hunter World. So
yeah, I bought that and you streamed it and liked it.
I bought that, right, just to stream. It was popular at the time. I thought, you know what, it's 30 quid, let's get it. So I bought the game, and within 2 days of playing, I was like, I don't actually like the game. I mean, I've never really been of a role-playing game. Like, I've just never been that sort of person. Like, I want to really like them. I really want to, because I don't know what it is. I just think they look so cool to play.
Oh, I thought of a game.
What's your game?
People are going to kill me for this year, but no. I hate Skyrim. Hated it. Didn't like Skyrim one bit.
I'm a half and half on this with you, because I play Skyrim loads. But again, I class it as a role-playing game, isn't it? You know, it's one of them, like, again, for some reason, when it comes to, there's so many different role-playing games out there, you know, even Final Fantasy, like, an amazing collection of games there. But it was just kind of like, I love the scenery and what you can do on the games. I just never got into them. I don't know what it is. Like, I love you can design your character, get loot, fight monsters and stuff like that. But I don't know what it is. Like, I just never been able to swing my head around it and be like, I love this. And I don't know why it is. You know, compared to your FIFAs and your shooting games. And I think it may be the competitiveness that brings me out in games. Like,
you like your competitive games? Like,
yeah. I think I always like a competition. Like, you have to be the best to be the best, or you've got to move up ranks. I've always liked that, and obviously with recently your Fortnite and your FIFAs, like, you always having to beat teams, and it's always a competition there. Do you know what I mean? Like, anything you have to try and win. Like, don't get me wrong, I love single player games and stuff like that, but I don't feel like the competition's there.
Yeah, and you want to feel like you're being challenged, don't you?
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, don't get me wrong, I think your hardcore gamers, they all love single player games, and I fully respect that. I can understand why you love that. But for me, I don't get that buzz of it. I love getting a buzz of a game and that emotion running through me when I'm playing a game. You know, like, oh, I'm in the top 10. Oh my god, let's go.
Yeah,
or
or
your FIFA, like, you 1-0 down and you get 2-1 back. Like, I don't know. It's just I like having a challenge, even though it gets me angry at times. But it just is nice. It's just nice to have, isn't it? It's just one of them. It just makes you happy. So I think for me, genre of game I like the least would be role-playing games, even though I do like the look of them and I fully respect what they're all about. I've just never been able to get into it. Maybe I'm just not, like, maybe they're a little bit complicated for me. You know, maybe they are a little bit. I don't have a clue half the time.
To be fair, Lego games are complicated.
They are.
Yeah, they're difficult. Like, people say they're easy, but they're not. No. Lego games are. How are they a 3+? Some of these puzzles here are ridiculous.
No, yeah. I think Lego games, I mean, as they've gone along, because you had the original Lego Star Wars, which was one of the best Star Wars games ever, and Lego games, like, they were insane. But yes, obviously, as you go up, they added all these weird things in Lego games, and they became quite hard. And I agree with you. They do become hard. It takes a good 5-10 minutes to figure out what you're actually doing.
It doesn't. It's annoying.
No, it is. It is like, oh, jeez.
Our age gap should know this stuff and get it right first time, but no, it takes like 10 minutes. 10 minutes to do it, and it's just annoying.
It is a little bit mental how long it takes, but it's one of them. But, you know, I think, like I said, role-playing games probably would be my worst game, but my favourite types of games, as you said, it's got to be shooter or sports, but if I only had to choose one, I'm sorry, FIFA. It would probably be shooter, just because I play more shooting games. If you take away FIFA, I don't play that many sports games. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, like, FIFA's your main one to go with.
Yeah, exactly. Like, so, yes, I play NFL sometimes, and I'll play hockey sometimes.
Oh, NFL. Oh, go on.
But it's only every so often. I don't play a lot of sports games apart from FIFA, so it would have to be shooter for me, like you said. I think they are my favourite because, you know, you got, obviously, war zones, and obviously you've got Fortnite, you've obviously got, I mean, they're literally the only games I play half the time, but you got them games and you, so that's what I would stick with. Yeah, so it probably would have to be just shooter. I think into the near future, because there's so many cool games coming out in the future, the shooters always get my attention more than any others.
Yeah, same here now and again I do.
Yeah, and it leads me on to what I've been waiting the whole podcast to do, mate. Lisbeth,
here we go.
The PlayStation 5 and the Xbox Series X, mate. All right.
What do you want to talk about first then? I mean, we've seen these two consoles. Because we both see what it'll look like now. Okay?
Yes. Okay, let's go with the looks. Let's start with Ducky things, because I think it's very different to what it was. Go on.
Okay. I don't want to start a console war, but the PS5 looks better than the Xbox completely. Like, I could see what Xbox trying to do and all that. Make it like different, make it like a stood up console compared to be on its side or whatever, but it just looks like a bin. It just does.
Okay, I'm gonna.
And I know the PS5 looks like an internet modem.
It does. It looks like a router, mate.
Yeah, but the PS5 just looks so slick, and it looks like an actual futuristic console compared to the Xbox that looks like I said.
Okay, it's hard here. It's really hard because
I respect them both. I respect both consoles.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Oh yeah. I fully respect both, and I think they're both doing amazing. And it will be again like the Xbox One and PlayStation 4. They will both thrive. Like you just have each community. It's just always how it is. But when it comes to the looks,
if you see Xbox, me and you are gonna have problems.
I do prefer the Xbox, and I don't even because I'm biased towards it. I just do. I don't know. It's because I've got this thing in my head that I really like the Xbox, and I don't know what it is. But I gotta be honest, and I don't like Ducky says, we don't want to start console wars, even though it's probably gonna happen after this. A lot of PlayStation fans like diss Xbox so much, but the Xbox community don't diss PlayStation at all. Really, only a little bit. Like that's what I feel. Maybe I am very biased with Microsoft and obviously Xbox.
You're gonna start a war, man. You're gonna start a war.
I know, but I don't know what it is. Like, don't get me wrong, the PlayStation 5 looks slick, but to me it looks over the top. It's a PlayStation 5. It might look all good, but does it perform as well as Xbox? I don't think it will.
No, like, because I've seen the stats, and the Xbox is overall the better console.
Exactly. It even says Xbox is more powerful. And yes, it looks like a box, but because it's got all that amazing power inside to run the consoles, you know. And yes, I've always said this, PlayStation for me are more. I've always said yes. PlayStations are, I would say, community multiplayer platforms. But for me, I've always seen a PlayStation as a solo player and single player games. Like
I can agree on that.
I just always think they've been amazing at that. Like their exclusives are 10 times better than Xbox. They always have been.
Spider-Man, mate.
Exactly. Ooh. They just seem to focus so well on that. Where Xbox, you know, originally from the Xbox 360 days, they've always been about multiplayer and group activities. And the Xbox, like, if you look at the Xbox One, it's all been about the entertainment factor. So, like, you can jump onto YouTube, you can jump onto Spotify really quickly. Mm-hmm. And the PlayStation is more focused on game based. I know, obviously, that's what they're for, but you know, if you wanted a multi-purpose console,
you get an Xbox.
Exactly, and I think with this new Xbox, it's just going to be even better because obviously, we've seen that people doing on YouTube and stuff like that. Like they open up games so quick, like you're halfway through a game of one, bang into another one. Do you know what I mean?
It's crazy. I mean, the speeds are insane on these new consoles.
Mate, it is. It's overdoubled the speed, and it's absolute mental, mate.
The load up times are insane.
It is. The only negative I have with these new consoles, I just don't think you have enough space these days on them. I know you can get obviously extra hard drives to plug in and stuff, but like 1 terabyte original console isn't that big. But I understand they don't want to make it massive because then it doesn't run as quick, which I understand that. But you know, just to make him maybe 2 terabyte, you know, instead of 1, because a lot of people are going to downloadable games now, aren't they? So, like, a lot of people aren't always using the disc, putting the disc in to obviously and play the games. And so it comes to a point where it's like, oh, damn, like, I don't have enough space. And then you've got to buy the hard drive, the external, and stuff like that. So, I mean, it is one of them, but I think we've dealt with it with the Xbox One, you know, because I have a hard drive. Do you, man? Ducky even there? We may have lost Ducky. We may have lost Ducky. Listen, the issue when you have these podcasts over like obviously the internet and stuff like that, you lose your people. So I don't know where he's gone to.
What's happened?
I don't know where he's gone to, but he's back again.
What happened there? I was like, what's going on?
These are all the issues. Obviously, when you are over the internet, stuff like that, over Discord, chat, stuff like that, to hear him.
What
you have the excuse. But yeah, I was just babbling. I knew you weren't there. I could tell you weren't there, so I just carried on. But yeah, what we're saying is obviously with the Xbox and the PlayStation, you do. It is sad that you only have 1 terabyte. I do wish you had a bit more space.
1 terabyte's huge. What are you talking about?
It is huge, mate, but it fills up pretty quick, mate. You know, look at Warzone, mate. If you had 10 of them, you'd fill it up already. Do you know what I mean? But listen what I'm saying.
Warzone's a choke of a game.
Listen what I'm saying, but a lot of people are downloading these games now instead of buying disc forms, and so it's taking up a lot more space. It does fill up quick, so that's why obviously I know they give you the 1 terabyte plug-in hard drive, and I think you get a maximum of 2, which should be enough space, obviously. But
depends how big the games are.
Yeah, I just wish sometimes they do give you more space, but I understand why they don't, because obviously it runs quicker if you don't and stuff like that. But for me, the looks wise, I'm going with the Xbox One. I think it looks better. I love the green on top. I just prefer it. And then it comes to the controllers as well. Xbox have stick to exactly the same controller Xbox One, apart from they added the middle button.
The controller looks thick. It looks thick.
Yeah.
It looks massive.
It looks but it is pretty much the same shape and everything. I gotta be honest, I do prefer it. I've always preferred the Xbox controllers. I just think they feel like controllers. You know, I grew up on PlayStation like you, Doug, so we know what they're like. I moved away from that because I prefer the Xbox controllers. Like, having your fingers there rather than there doesn't work for me. I know we're very biased here, but I mean, it's just what it is. Like, it looks nice, it looks fancy, but I just think it will be a better console than Xbox. I know there's exclusives coming out, which Ducky loves about. This cat, it's some cat, I don't know what it's called.
It's called Stray.
Stray.
The game's called Stray, but you play as a ginger cat with a backpack when the world's come to an end, where human life is over and the robots run the world. But you're playing as a cat, mate. You're playing as a cat. It's sick.
You're playing as a cat.
Honestly, that's the only... Right, if that game is on Xbox, I'm going to flip.
You will be, because you'll be playing it 24/7 if you...
I will stream it as well.
But listen, the thing, I think, you know, you're always going to get divided in it. You know, I've got to be honest, I am biased when it comes to my opinion on Microsoft and obviously Sony, because obviously I prefer Xbox. I play Xbox, so I'm going to stick with it. But I'm not going to trash talk PS5, because PS5 looks amazing. It will be amazing. It will get so many good games. They will have better exclusives than Xbox. I will say that, apart from Halo. And that is an amazing game. And I think they will top it this time when it comes out. But, you know, pretty much similar. I've heard they're going to be doing a lot more cross-platform games, which is great. I think they should do that. And I've always agreed they should make both games available for both, even though I know why they...
honestly, they should. No game, should be exclusive to one system. It's just... I
agree with you, but I think the reason they do it, because that's what makes them stand out. You look at Nintendo, you know, if they came to Microsoft and Sony, it would be weird. Like, they wouldn't get... all Nintendo fans, you might well just get an Xbox and...
but...
That's the point. And it goes the same with, obviously exclusive for Sony and PlayStation. They might as well just stick with them on PlayStation, because obviously if they give it to Xbox, then people are not going to buy them consoles, isn't it? I think.
True, yeah.
Oh, no, I thought you went there.
No, I'm here. I'm letting you talk, man. I'm letting you talk.
Oh, no, I thought you went. I heard a noise.
No.
This Discord app making noises, mate. I thought you went. But yeah, so that's what I think. I think it has to exclusive, even though we don't like how it does exclusives. They have to do it, because otherwise people kind of, you might well just, you know, why people don't just go for Xbox, because if it's a more powerful platform, it's more solid.
True, yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like that. But it is the end of the podcast, guys. It's been a pleasure having you, Duxman, as always.
Always here, mate. Always.
It is. We've got a lot coming up soon, guys. So stay tuned. Keep up to date with all the social medias, guys. And also, let us know in the comments, guys, if you're obviously more of a PlayStation fan or Xbox fan, and which one you'll be getting. We don't want console wars happening, but
we don't want to start that. No.
We don't want that happening, but let us know, guys, what you think you'll be better buying, what you'll be getting. Because hopefully by Christmas I probably will get the Xbox. So let us know which one you're more favourite to, which games you prefer, and also let us know what you go with your first console as well. That'd be interesting to know. What's your favourite console overall? Because I think overall console, my favourite one would be obviously again Xbox One and the GameCube for me. Them two were my favourite consoles. I know you're probably going to say PS2 on your Ducks.
PS2 and Xbox,
yeah. So they were probably my favourite. But let us know, guys, anyway. And if you're new, feel free to follow and become a Simpleton and join the Simple Podcast with us. And we will see you in the next podcast, guys. In a bit. Peace.
Bye.
Out.